So I'm not sure what to make of this game title. This is milk in, what is it? Milk inside of a bag inside of a bag. No. Milk inside of a bag of milk inside of a bag of milk. Which sounds like a reject filler arc for Shukugeki no Soma. We're going to help them buy milk. Write down your name. Faint. I walked down the road. The color palette right off the kick is awful. I walked down the road to the store and rehearsed my speech. It's been so long since I've been out of the house that I completely forgot what words to say when entering the store. I'm going to the store. Who are we talking to? I'm imagining as if I was a character in a game. Okay. Sure. Are we going to play the silent game? Okay. I take a deep breath of air. Hello, can I... Crap, I forgot. Alright. 19th attempt, and I'm failing again. I bite my lip in frustration. So once again, hello, can I get... There's a whole word more... Dude, we are rapidly approaching a solution. I think this time the L sound was a little longer than usual. Do you think that's it? Who are we talking to? Hello. I wish I hadn't said anything. Nah, dude, it's good. It's all good in the hood. Actually, it's not all good in the hood. There's actually a lot of socioeconomic problems going on in the hood right now, but that's neither here nor there. We're on our way to buy milk. You know, allegedly going to buy milk like this is what my dad did, but I don't think it turned out too well for him. He's been gone since like 2008. That line at the store is probably long as hell. By the way, you've been walking with your left foot on the pavement and your right foot on the grass for a full minute now. My right foot is frozen in the air. How much? 50 steps on the pavement and 51 on the grass. You previously... What actually is happening? This is not the first time this has happened. You have been taught the right way, haven't you? Come on. I'm ready to burst into tears. So, step 1. Take a step back to get your foot exactly in your own footprint. Wait a minute, what do you mean step 1? Like, first step? But it's already the 50th step. You know, for a dude that was struggling with words literally 30 seconds ago, it sure is hard to get this guy to shut up. Step 50, take a step back to get, so we're going to be step 49, get your foot exactly on your own footprint. Could you rephrase it just a little bit? You can't just repeat a phrase without changing at least one word. People don't like talk like that. The store closes in an hour, bro. We gotta go. You'll be very, very guilty if you don't buy milk. You ready? Are you ready, kids? I carefully move my foot backwards, looking carefully into the dense grass. What am I looking at now? What the fuck is this? As I enter the store, I turn to the first person I see. Hello, can I? Oh, that's the Hat Man. Oh, excuse me, what? Oh, excuse me, what? You shouldn't have done that. Yeah, dude, you started an unskippable cutscene with the Hat Man. The big no-no. He's obviously not going to change his lines. You run the risk of ending up in an endless loop. I feel like speaking louder to somebody who is going nonverbal is not the best. Going quieter also is just as bad, but from the other direction. He is trying to scare me, but how does he know that I am terrified by the letter O? Is that a real thing? Hold on. I no longer care about this video game. son of a gun. Omicronphobia, fear of letter O. That's fucked. The fear of the letter O. You know what that word starts with? The letter O. Yeah, Omicronphobia, fear of the letter O, starts with letter O. What's so scary about it? I have a frightening image when I picture it in my head. I can show you. Explaining won't be enough, but I keep in mind. Okay, do you have a fear of the letter O, or are you fear of like the endless void? Also, wait, if you have a fear of the letter O, how do you feel about the number 0? Oh my lord. I will gather all my will into a fist. My shook and crawled away. You just repeated after him and it worked. Wait, I said he crawled away? Just now? Personally, I didn't hear it. Yeah, I'm the voice in your head and I'm not hearing what you're saying, bro. But none of the words were shown on the screen. I feel like they were going for a shelf. Like, this is supposed to be a shelf, but this is like the ugliest thing I've seen. Like, because I can get behind pixel art on some level, but like, this is like, what the fuck? I'm standing on the shelves. On the rack, there are bags of milk. This is in Canada. We both stand in the milk lies. Hey, slow down. Do you even remember why you're here? Yeah, to get to buy milk. Alright. What do you expect me to say? Something like, not here. Not here. Take the bag to the cashier. We're gonna have patience. Is it possible to get this MC to walk in front of a truck? I sigh and reach out to take a milk, or rather the bag with the milk inside, or rather a bag of milk inside of a bag, or rather a bag. Oh, this is the title. A bag of milk inside of a bag of milk, or rather a bag of milk inside of a bag of milk inside of a bag. Bro, 15 minutes before the store closes, hurry up. I remembered what these games are called, a visual novel. And by the way, the numbers are written there with full letters. Are visual novels worse than books? God, what the fuck are we talking about? But the authors are not lazy, they don't get really. Yeah. Wait, I thought only your thoughts were visible on the screen. Not anymore, so watch your mouth. Anyway, you heard me, hurry up and get home again. I'm on my way. So are we in? I am trying my absolute hardest to understand what it is that I'm looking at, but I can't quite tell. I have even less of a clue now. Give. I put a weighty bag on the register. Of course, not just the bag, but the milk too. Have you ever been playing a game and you're like, this developer was on, so he was either on drugs or he needed to be on drugs. It was one of the two. Mom will throw me out the window if I get back without milk. No. But why not? Give me more. But I don't have anything else. You're supposed to give him money. So I know it's evil to click this one because this dude is like potentially having a schizophrenic breakdown, but that would be really funny. Took about 2 days before he nodded contently and put it on the cash register. Thank you, goodbye. I walked down a familiar street past a gas station. A bag of milk unpleasantly tugs at my hand, reminding me of the days when I was in physical therapy. By the way, they gave me a bag at the checkout, so now I'm carrying a bag of milk inside of another bag. What the fuck? How are you feeling? Me confused. Thank you for your interest. I feel like a mile-long bar of ice cream. Normally, people would say something like happy or sad, potentially frustrated, not a mile-long bar of ice cream. As if I'd tell you. Yeah, no, you are kind of weird. I'm sharing with you and you. I feel movement under my feet. Asphalt, grains, petrol stains. I'm trying to keep my balance. And how do people move over something as uneven as the sea plane? Gently heel toe, heel toe. I count. And hey, watch out. I unconsciously take a sharp step to the side, and the same moment, a huge bear rushes past me. Hey, I'm walking here. I cast a reproachful glance at the swiftly departing giant. Its red eyes, in turn, look at me with mockery. Okay, so hold on. That was a truck. There are bears with eyes on the back of their heads. You could have died. Nah, dog, but if you step out in the middle of the road, you will... Haha. You just had to say it, didn't you? Oh, I can recognize... This is the first panel in this whole thing that I can recognize. This is like a crosswalk. My journey continues. If you think about it, the road from the store has one interesting property. It adjusts to me in the most bizarre ways. When I am in a hurry, all the traffic lights turn off, helpfully. When I feel like crying or a cloud appears over me and pours rain... streams into my tears. Right now, I feel a cloud slowly gathering over the top of my head. God. You know, for a lady that was really struggling to, like, get her thoughts together on how to, like, buy something earlier, it's like, bro, can we just move it? Like, has it ever occurred to you that it's all just in your head? That's not what the manual said at all. You got a manual? I've just been raw dogging life. Apparently, these pills don't work for me either. Up the dosage. You know what? What? Since I'm a character in a visual novel, I want to talk to whoever is reading this right now. Oh, that's me. If you say so. I forcefully squeeze my head with my hands and place a thought block. God, I need one of those. I don't know what that is, but if it blocks your thoughts... snap keep. At the corner of my eye, I notice a small bench, the perfect place for a cliche visual novel monologue. I move closer, place a noticeably weighted bag of milk inside of a bag. You're paying attention, folks. This is a bag of milk inside of a bag of milk inside of a bag. But not a bag of milk, a grocery bag. Pay attention. Listen, I'm trying. I'm a little embarrassed. I realize I'm going crazy. The medications are becoming less and less effective. Ultimately, things will happen painlessly, I hope. Do you know what I'm talking about? Not a clue. No. Well, I'm not really surprised. It must be nothing like the model protagonist at all, huh? To be honest, I haven't read many visual novels. Sometimes I regret it because it now costs me a lot of effort just to distinguish between letters and words. By the way, if you don't mind, I'd rather not name my diagnosis. Schizophrenia. I'll do it for you. Even though I made you up, don't take that away from me, okay? Don't ask for too much. How stupid does this all seem? Kinda stupid. From the beginning, you've been following me. I've been following you for what? It's been 14 minutes? I must seem crazy and weird to you. Haha. What is it like to see the world through my eyes? You not only need, like, an upgraded dosage, you could also probably use some glasses. This screen is like, what the hell? No, don't worry about me. Too late. I got used to it a long time ago. Admittedly, I'd even forgotten what other colors look like. Those monsters from the store, they didn't scare me at all. After all, they won't hurt me. This is what all the drug addicts downtown think. Like, oh man, I know I can't see colors besides 2. I know I got voices in my head, but they're more afraid of me than I am of them. That's where they get that energy from. That's that crackhead strength. By the way, if you want to ask me what happened, please don't. Promise. Okie dokie artichoke. I'm serious. Of course, you couldn't help but ask. In the end, I'm just talking to myself, so sooner or later, I would have brought it up. So you're really that interested in what happened to me? Not really, but this is an unskippable cutscene. What am I looking at again? I don't waste time. What do you see? Nothing. Anyway. Okay, my bad. This is my dad. Oh. We do have a very difficult family, but despite all the problems, I never would have thought. Sorry, I shouldn't have raised my voice. Anyway, he jumped out the window and died. Oh, so this screen makes sense now, because this is the spatter. I think it's more your merit. Keep thinking we mustn't screw up in front of the reader, or oh my god, what will he think? I don't know why I decided to become a visual novel character in the sake of going to the store today, but it clearly paid off. Bro, whatever helps. There are some boundaries in our communication. That's how I like it. And yet, I've been sad lately. I've been thinking more and more about what my life has become ever since my dad, well, you know, day after day, it's the same thing. I tried so many medications that I hardly feel any difference between them anymore. Queen, you good? Today's a special day because I have you. Uh-oh, wait. I'm not going to pressure you. I'm just advising you to go home. What? When I get back to my floor, I hang over the railing, repeating this action every day like a ritual. I stopped being afraid of heights altogether. A few minutes ago, the efforts of the medication finally wore off, and I just enjoyed the blissful silence. Yikes. I turn around to go to my apartment. Okay, so hold on. Look at like a door. This is like a... Hi, friend. Did you bring the milk? Hi, Mom. Oh, okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yes. I'm sensing some tension. Wait, was that it? What the hell? Okay, so that was the game? I think. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that was one of the more confusing visual novels I've actually played. But thank you for watching, I guess. I mean, we did learn that the word for fear of the letter O starts with the letter O, and I still think that's kind of messed up. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. I'll see you in the next episode. GG, go next. Hopefully we'll have a better visual novel for you.